Good morning, everybody. It's Kimberly. Welcome back to the Ascended Masters series. This is the messages from the Masters, in which I call in the Ascended Masters and Archangels. Right now, I've spent a bit of time calling forth Mary, Mother Mary. She's come forth with Archangel Michael and Raphael. So I feel those two presents strongly with her. And we'll see who else wants to come forth in the messages. Now, the minute I opened my eyes, I saw this fan spread, and I think they just want us to kind of work in an oracle spread in this fan layout. There's some reason why. We will delve into that in a moment. I'm going to do a little automatic writing as it calls for throughout the reading, so I'll just kind of put this aside for now. Thank you guys for joining. Thanks to the new subscribers. For those of you who aren't familiar with this series, I channel the Masters every Sunday morning. And we just see what comes through. They're usually bigger messages for the collective, sometimes specific for individual people. But it's always really a great time. I really enjoy doing these as well. It grounds me. It's a really beautiful experience to receive these messages from the higher entities and beings. Let's see, so just a couple reminders. You can book on my website intuitive guidance readings. There's a new soul journey session that's available to help you facilitate your work. There's group coaching every Wednesday starting on September 18th. You guys, that's free for Vibe Up members. So if you guys have joined Vibe Up, which is where my online classes are and all of that, like that'll be free for you. But because the spots are limited, no matter what, whether it's free or you're paying for it per week, you guys, you got to sign up, okay? Just so, because we've got to limit it to about 10. And those group coaching sessions are meant to really help you explore and facilitate the clearing out of the blocks. And it's really, really amazing what happens in group settings in terms of listening to others' experiences and witnessing them clear out. It really, I've seen it work over the years in like magical ways in which you hear a story, a memory, you witness someone else doing the transformation, and then you begin to do it on your own, or something comes forth, a piece of info, a memory, something, it triggers that in you so you can step forth and do the work. And in that setting, I'll be spending time with each person, but we'll just be doing it in like an open way in which everybody hears and we're all kind of learning from it. It's really, really beautiful. So it's a more affordable way to do coaching over a longer period of time, and there's no commitments. You can just join in on the Wednesday that fits for you. You could do it every week. You could do it every other. It's totally up to you. And then I had recently announced a workshop. I tweaked the date. It's going to be October 26th. And it's on the website. You can register now. It's The Goddess in All Her Glory. It's actually a Saturday morning workshop, so I think Saturdays tend to be better, so more people can hopefully make it. And it's a Divine Feminine workshop that's going to be absolutely amazing. I hope you guys can join. Check that all out on the website, spiritualmaterialgirl.com. And don't forget, you can donate to the channel and my cause, my fight with cancer. I appreciate all the support you all have given. I love you guys so much. You have no idea how thankful I am for this community and this opportunity to serve you and read for you, and it's just amazing. So let's get into the messages. And like I said, I'm going to start with the cards, and then if I'm led to write, I will write, okay? So let's just see. So normally in a fan spread, this is like past, present, future. I'm not so sure that's how we're sticking to a traditional sense today, but I was shown to fan it out this way. I was shown, let's just see. I feel like we'll know as we go what the meaning of this is. There's a continuum here. Okay, so look at that, Archangel Michael. Boom, I knew he was here. I could feel his presence. She told me that he was here. And he's working with the collective right now to guide you through any situation that's tough. Could be work situations, could be karmic situations, could be just the inner struggles in your life. He's here to help you. Work with him, lean on him, call on Archangel Michael. Now, what is this in specific reference to? Okay, so there's teaching and learning. Archangel Zadkiel. This is about learning new ideas and then teaching them to others. This is about transmuting. This is about taking your experience, knowledge, wisdom, and giving back. And can we get clarity on what that is? So Moses is coming in with take charge of the situation. They're showing me cobwebs or webs, clearing out the cobwebs. Let's write a little bit and see. Take charge of the situation. Okay. So these could be, it's like they're showing me spider webs, but they're saying like clear out the cobwebs. So when we look at the spider web, we see the connectedness of all, right? It's the weaving of our stories. It's the connectedness of all that is. It's how we're all connected and how our stories being weaved together. I feel like the cobwebs, maybe like the dust or maybe these strands that get caught in the corner of our houses that we have to clear out. They're saying the cobwebs are just an extension of our whole story. But when we think of cobwebs, we think of something that's coming in and dirtying up or fogging up or mucking up a clean space, right? We're saying, oh, gotta get rid of that cobweb in the corner there. Like, let's just get rid of that and make that all clean and nice. So they are telling us, like, I feel like there's aspects of cobwebs in our headspace, in our minds, that need to be cleared out, and only you can do that. Only you can clear out those cobwebs. This could be the feeling of fogginess in your brain. This could be a feeling of confusion, brain fog, like mental, like the loop thinking. Anything that's really distracting you from like the clarity of your soul. And there's something about this spider web that's really, my friend, and you might be watching this, my friend who was taking videos of these dancing, beautiful, glistening spider webs in the forest, and they were glistening and all the light was shining right through them. And that's the thing about spider webs, like all the light can come through. Usually when we find cobwebs, they're in the dark corner. There's something that we don't want. There's something unwanted here. So they're saying clear this out and understand how everything is connected in your life. Like go back into more of this, like how it's more neatly woven in a spider web. How the light comes through. There's light. There's a weaving. There's an understanding of all that is and why everything is. Where I feel like when we have cobwebs, we're like, well, why is that? We'll get rid of that. Well, we don't want that. And they are saying like it's time to take initiative and kind of get rid of what's unwanted so that we can understand it. We can understand where it comes from in our lives. But yet we can also choose to get rid of what no longer serves us. It's kind of up to you to clear out that confusion, that unwanted stuff, that overthinking. And I think by stepping into the beauty of all that is and how everything's connected. And also it's like, maybe there's some stuff from your past that's not wanted anymore, but they're saying, take what you've learned and give it back. Understand how it's all connected to the whole. Instead of just going, oh, I don't want this. Like, understand that everything that's come in for you, people, situations, circumstances, lessons, is here for you to give back. And it's safe for you to do that. It's also safe for you to transmute things at this time. To bring things from the darkness into the light. From that dark corner the unwanted into the light, into understanding how it's all connected, how it's all tapped into the whole, and how you can give that back to help others. That's a really important message at this time. And it's interesting, they have me putting these back in like a reverse. So let's just go with that. All right, so we have parents in reverse here on this second row, clairvoyance, and stay focused. So this is telling me, and I get it, because I have just done so many layers of my own work in not just subconscious child work, through hypnotherapy, through shamanic work, but also in past lives. I have been clearing out major parental issues, imbalances with parental figures, core wounding. I feel like this is up for the collective right now. And this might be really apparent to you at the time, or you're being triggered by parents, like quite literally in the 3D. Or this could just be like, there's a lot of clients I work with that are like, oh, yeah, my childhood was fine. And it's like, you can have a fine childhood in which you had parents who provided your basic needs, but yet still, or there was no major or remembered, recorded like trauma or, you know, anything like that. But still there can be small traumas, and there could be the unmet emotional needs, and quite often, and more often than not, there is, and that needs to be acknowledged for many of you, so you can clear this out. It's saying that your parents eternally love you to the best of their ability. The angels are helping you heal from any pain associated with your mother and father. So the angels are here to help you with this, and I feel like the clairvoyance is coming through so that you can maybe use your intuition to see into where some of these blocks might be. Some of that pain might be being held in your physical body or in your subconscious. Archangel Raziel is saying, I'm helping you with your spiritual sight. You know, the way I do this work with my clients is intuitive. I cut right through to their subconscious wounds or your past life stuff intuitively. I believe we all have the ability to do that. If you don't know where things are rooted or why your resentments are there, your anger, your sadness, or your subconscious blocks, we can use clairvoyance to help us through the memories, through seeing into the memories, through seeing into our third eye. We want you to stay focused on this work for a bit. I feel like this is up for the collective. It's something that I think many of you continually work on, but right now there's a clearing, a huge opportunity for clearing and up-leveling these blocks. The best part is, like I said, is I feel like we're doing it in a new way. It's not just like a mental focus. It's like staying focused. It's staying focused enough to know, like, okay, there's more in there. There's more that I need to kind of scrape out the bottom of the barrel. But it's not necessarily using our mental minds. It's definitely using our sense of intuition, our third eye, to see into this and clear it. So that's really great. So stay focused on that healing and maybe facilitating it in a different way, right? More intuitively. Okay, so we're going to run out of room here. Let's see. I want you guys to be able to see. Just going to squish everything together a little bit. All right, so we have books. Your life purpose involves writing, reading, editing, and selling spiritually based books, and that's for some of you who are writers like me. And it's also for some of you who just need to like maybe read a little bit more about information that's not necessarily attached to this journey, I feel like, but maybe aspects of this journey. So for instance, what am I saying? I'm saying you might need to read a book at this time, or be exposed to information at this time that isn't about twin flames or isn't about ascension, but might be about some pocket of clearing your subconscious wounds, or becoming a light worker, or, you know, harnessing your empathic gifts. Like, these types of books are really good for you, and some of you are going to write these books and give back, and I feel like this is that teaching and learning coming in again. So it might be a good time to write for some of you as well. Let's see what else is paired with this. So it's counselor in reverse. Archangel Azrael, you're a natural born counselor, and many people benefit from your guidance or reassurance. So again, that's pointing towards maybe you not believing like you have something valid to write or to give back, but they're saying you have so much knowledge and wisdom that you've been acquiring. It's time to give that back. And then we have drink more water. So this is telling me there's something in the physical body that's not fully integrated. It's not as up-leveled as maybe the spiritual body, or there's an integration that needs to happen in the physical body before you're going to be able to fully step into this more up-leveled presence. And drinking more water, especially high vibrational water, is going to purify. It's kind of like clearing out the cobwebs. It's like they're saying it's going to purify the impurities within, and it's going to help you calibrate to the vibration of unconditional love. I also feel like it's going to give you the confidence that you need. Like there's some doubt here around being the counselor, being the teacher. Oh, I'm still wounded from within, or I'm still, the wounded one. This drinking more water, high level water, clearing out, purifying the physical body is going to help you purify the emotional body, and also help you step forth to up level in the way that you need to teach and give back. So that's really great. Clear yourself, healthy lifestyle, and yes. Okay, so clear yourself is around asking the angels to release any toxic energies that you may have absorbed. Again, I feel like it goes with this purifying through the water and a healthy lifestyle. This could just be like the way you're eating. I always, when I see this card, I feel like you need to eat more greens, more up-leveled, high vibrational foods. And it's Raphael, who I knew was here with us. Eat a healthful diet, get adequate sleep, and exercise regularly for optimal health. There's a physical body sensation that is holding us back a little bit, and it's it's stuck in the old paradigm, our physical bodies. It's stuck in the old cycles of maybe start, stop, or pushing our bodies too much, or not giving our bodies what they need. And we need to give our bodies what they need to coincide, to work with this up-leveled, expansive perspective and energy. It's the energy that you're trying to perpetuate from an emotional and mental standpoint, spiritual standpoint, needs to be integrated into the physical body. So ask yourself, does my lifestyle fit the direction that I'm heading in spiritually and the perspectives that I'm adopting? And if it doesn't, make the changes necessary to integrate that up-level perspective and the higher vibrational foods and lifestyle choices into your being. Ganesh is saying yes. Yes, you need to do this. Yes, there's something that needs to be cleared. And then it's going to be like all good. Sense of peace, sense of oneness from within. There's something in the physical body that, again, it's like clearing out the unwanted, clearing out the aspects that no longer work for us. It's about being truthful with ourselves about what's not working. Some of you have told me recently, like I'm hearing you admit, like, oh yeah, the dairy, the gluten's not working for me. Oh, I'm having an allergy to this, or yeah, I haven't been getting enough sleep. And it's like, listen to yourself. If something's not agreeing with your physical body, stop consuming it. If you're not giving yourself the self-care or the time to rest that you need, give yourself more time. You really need to listen. You really must listen at this time. It's so vital for this transformation, this up-leveling to take place on all levels. It's not, when we up-level in our perspective and our energy, it's not, the physical body is the house for that. So if we're not helping the physical body to integrate all of it, guess what's going to happen? Your body's going to get sick. It's going to break down. You're going to have continual issues, disruptions, blocks in the physical body. So make sure you're integrating. Okay, so indigo, we see this card a lot. This is about you know, a person that maybe you're inquiring about, or people around you. Being indigos, highly sensitive, natural born leaders, could be indigo children that are in your life or coming into your life. You could be birthing an indigo child over the next year or so. And we have breathe. Archangel Raphael, I knew he was here. Again, he comes in. Take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and release old patterns. So this is part of this up-leveling and clearing out the energy. I have learned so much in my cancer journey about breath and breathing. I made a video, you guys, about the metaphor between the Amazon burning and our own need to breathe. And I know not a lot of you watched it because I didn't label it Twin Flames or Ascension, but it's there for you to watch. And I think it's called like the Amazon fires, like why we need to breathe. And breathing is like the number one way that we can actually clear out disease in the body, balance ourselves, connect from within, connect all the chakras, and like I said, clear out the imbalances. Most of us shallow breathe, and we shallow breathe from traumas that have taken place in our childhood, like right with our parents, with our parental figures. There are early traumas that either we realize or don't realize. It could be in our physical body. Like for me, it was falling off the monkey bars, getting the wind knocked out of me. It was hyperventilation as a child because I was in a really dysfunctional household. There was a lot of nervous energy. And until I got sick or my body became imbalanced, because I don't feel sick anymore, but it was the imbalance that led me to realize that I had been shallow breathing my whole life. We must send oxygen to our cells and every cell, every aspect of our being. And breathing helps us center, find peace, and it oxygenates our cells. And our cells need that oxygen to carry out their duties and to clear of disease and viruses and unwanted toxins. So to be breathing shallowly for most of your life, which most people do. This is why a lot of people have panic attacks and anxiety, because you're shallow breathing. You're in habits of shallow breathing from early traumas, from early things that either happen in your physical body and or your emotional body. So pay attention to this. Get with a breath coach. Do some breathing through yoga. Learn how to breathe correctly. Learn how to take a deep breath. This is huge in helping clear and integrate your physical body. And the power of joy. So they want us to experience joy. This feels like, to me, coming in as a sensitive soul, feeling like there's a duty, feeling like there's a responsibility, but yet getting bogged down by that. And they're saying, remember to have fun and remember that it can be so joyful to be a sensitive soul. And this is connecting more into yourself to feel the power of joy. This is about honoring who you truly are. And I think I'm doing this a little backwards here. Hold on. This is honoring who you truly are so that you can truly experience joy. And it may even be that, like, your sense of responsibility since you were a child to serve the world or to help others sort of detracted from your own ability to tap into enjoyment within your own physical body and or the world around you. And they're saying give yourself permission to do that. It's time to allow yourself the ability to have fun, to enjoy, to use your empathic gifts and your gifts as a leader and sensitive soul to experience the pleasure of life and the fun of life, that it can be fun. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be imbalanced. Okay, so let's look at the bottom of the deck, of the decks. So it's balance, home, and career, and this is in reverse. It's Isis, and this is just about finding the balance between your work life and I think your spiritual life, the taking time to breathe. This is also one who is all. This is about some of you feeling like, well, I can't have it all. And they're saying, yes, you can. Yes, you can, but you need to take time for fun and enjoyment and to breathe. You need to prioritize that. And the sacral chakra, this is clearing out the cobwebs. This is about the foods that don't serve us, the toxic relationships that we need to clear out, the things that, we need to clear ourselves of to put better things, to make in our body, to make better choices. This is totally honoring your sensitivities. Again, like the indigo sensitivities. Remember, you feel sensitivity at every level, not just emotionally. I don't know a single soul who's sensitive that doesn't have sensitive skin, sensitive stomach, when we are sensitive in all arenas. But yet we ignore those sensitivities sometimes in our physical body. And I feel like this is really looking at what's not working and the unwanted, clearing out what's not. And then learning from that so we can teach what is more healthful for us. And live it, be a living example of that. And then creative writing, which doesn't surprise me because we were getting the counselor, the books, the teaching and learning. Okay. So this makes a lot of sense that they're saying, Archangel Gabriel, make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or book. So this is about writing down your emotional process, getting it out on paper for yourself. This is about transmuting negative into positive. And this is also about those of you who are meant to be helping others at this time through your wisdom, experience, knowledge. It's okay to begin writing from a wounded place or a place of not having it figured all out. It's usually in the wound that the most light can make its way in, right? So, yeah, it's pretty clear that they want us to be writing, they want us to be reading, they want us to be giving back our experience, our knowledge, even if you don't feel ready just yet. So I'm going to keep this short for this week. See if there's any other messages before we close up that need to come in. They're just saying that sometimes when we go through unwanted experiences in our life, even like, say, the aspects of ourselves that were addicted, or like, let's say you smoked or you were doing something to your physical body that didn't resonate for your physical body. There tends to be a relating to it in such a way like, oh my gosh, can't even believe I smoked, or I used to smoke, or, there's this dispelling of it, this disowning of it, that piece of ourselves that where the unwanted is like, oh, we disown it. And they're seeing like whatever unwanted aspects of yourself you're now changing, where you're clearing out the old, making new habits, integrating differently into the physical body. Whatever former version of yourself that you were, whatever old habits that you had, whatever you've learned from toxic relationships or anything like that, take it as your own. Make it your own. That's why they're encouraging us to write and read and counsel and teach and learn, because this is about not disowning pieces of ourselves, but owning where we've been, owning it emotionally, having compassion for the piece of ourselves that was out of alignment and wanted to align with those things that weren't working for us. And then using that as a tool, as a portal, as a gateway to transmute and give back and teach others how to give their bodies what they need, how to align with things that are in alignment with their soul self rather than their ego or their wounded self. So I'll leave you with that. I love you guys. Happy Sunday. Hope you have a great week, and I'll see you soon. Bye.